Yo, what is good, YouTube? Welcome back to another JC2K video. In today's video, we're going to be talking about my wish list for Season 3 here in NBA 2K25 MyTEAM. Basically, the things that I hope they change. Not that I expect they change. I think I can be very clear and say, in all likelihood, most of these things, if not all of them, will not happen. 2K is not really, I don't believe, very much in the interest of trying to help us out too much, I would have to say. But I do at least hope that some things can be changed and they may take some sort of criticism. And I don't know, we'll see. If not, it is what it is. But I'm going to at least put it out there into the world what I think should be improved upon for Season 3, mostly content-wise in my team. Before we hop into the video, if you haven't already, make sure you hit the subscribe button. Help me push towards the 40,000 subscriber mark on the channel. Uploading every single day, tons of consistent daily My Team content. Would really appreciate it if y'all do subscribe. And without further ado, let's hop right into it. So, number one, first things first, is the Showdown rewards and Park rewards. I would prefer them, while the concept is not horrible, to be much more attainable. Right now, they're just not in a realistic place. I mean, I won 44 Showdown games in Season 2. Like, then that's more than probably a lot of people, less than probably a lot of other people, but not even a fifth of the way regardless to 250. Like, it's just not a reasonable grind for 95% of the community. I mean, you really have to be willing to put a lot of time, effort, and energy into trying to grind this game to get that done and to be able to achieve that. It's not a particularly easy grind, and I didn't play much Showdown at all this season, so that is certainly a contributing factor. But overall, I mean, you really got to be willing to grind out here to get that 250 wins in Showdown or 500 wins in Triple Threat Park or anything like that. It's just a ridiculous grind, and the biggest issue is, like, it's not even a good reward. Like, if they do it next season for an Opal hidden gem, but it's the same, still 250 wins in Showdown and 500 wins in Triple Threat Park, realistically, I'm probably not doing it, because it's just like the problem with these RNG rewards for all these modes and stuff like that is that there's no real guarantee to anything you open. I mean, you can open hidden gem and you get Bob Cousy, and it's like, oh well, I got a useless card. You know what I'm saying? And there's a lot of cards like that in all of the hidden gem tiers. And it takes away the grindability and rewarding guarantee of even a long grind in my team, because even the long grinds don't provide a guaranteed reward. It's an RNG reward, and it might be great, but there's a very high percentage chance that it might be kind of garbage. And that's just an exasperating place to be with this game. You know what I mean? It just continues to get to the point where the grindability of the game is very low because you're not getting guaranteed good rewards. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, like, I don't know. I just feel like they continue to drop really, really good cards and packs, especially high tier cards, like expensive cards. And there's just not much grindability or feasibility to the game at all from season 2. So I hope in Season 3, the Showdown and Triple Threat Park win rewards will be better and less unachievable, I guess is what I would say. More reasonably attainable for a larger portion of the community. I'm not asking for them to be the best rewards ever, but like, I feel like 120 wins would be a good place to cap Showdown, and 250 wins in Triple Threat Park would be a more reasonable place to cap that too. I think if they cut those grinds in half for the end goal, like, that would be perfect. Do I think they'll do that? Probably not. Do I think they should? Yeah, maybe. Another thing for rewards, King of the Court should be updated more. I don't exactly know how they will do this, besides because here's the thing, like, they could leave it the same for top 1% being a 95 plus and top 10% being a 92 plus. But what they should really do, because here's the thing, they can't really upgrade the top one, the top number 1 overall reward all that much, because there's only one dark matter hidden gem that they could give away. But I think they can leave the number 1 overall reward as is for right now, and then they can make the 95 plus, all 95 plus, and a chunk of MT or something like that. The top 10% is the 92 plus and a chunk of MT, or something along those lines. Some other packs, regardless, some other rewards. Just basically make the rewards better, or raise the tier of the rewards. I don't think they're going to make top 10% a pink diamond and top 1% an opal. That would be surprising to me. But I hope they don't leave the rewards the exact same, because they're already not, like, amazing, and there already is no guarantee whatsoever of getting a good card, even if you are able to somehow finish top 1%. But I definitely don't think that's great. Now, additionally, King of the Court, there's like literally only 800 or 900 people on each console playing this at this point. Like, people literally finished top 10 and did not get top 1% on Xbox, which is absurd. I think there were less than 1,000 people on Xbox who played King of the Court, and that's ridiculous. I mean, it is almost impossible to get top 1% unless you are literally one of the best players in the community, because there's so few people who are actually able to achieve it at this point. And that's another issue, I think, with King of the Court, is how how little people are able to achieve these top tier rewards. And I think that's another thing that I would like to see it changed, is a way where the King of the Court entry system is easier, but like also more people would be willing to play the showdown games and enter King of the Court and play it if the game was more rewarding. The community playing the game is just not that big right now. And so it continues to be the same type of flaws and issues with the game. And these issues are going to continue to get worse, I think, as more and more people get off the game, as seems to have certainly happened in season 2. So I don't know. I would like to see the rewards in general definitely get better. The other obvious thing is pack odds. Will they probably get better? Probably not a ton, but I will say this last Aura set did at least improve the odds. The bundle has by far the best odds it's had, with 51% chance diamond and 10% pink diamond. Still not a good value though for $20. The deluxe packs are 12% diamond and 22.1% pink diamond, which I mean isn't horrible. I mean, it's not good. It's still pretty bad, but it's the best we've seen this year, and hopefully that will continue. It will continue to increase. Increased pack odds will at least provide a little bit more increased value to the packs, and hopefully make people more MT for their packs, and generally make it a little bit less of a complete scam to spend money on VC. Still would love some sort of guaranteed packs, but that's not going to happen realistically, at least not viable. They're not going to give us easily high level stuff like that. But I think if those two things were adjusted, better grindable rewards in the game modes and stuff, and improved pack odds, the game would very quickly improve as is. You know what I mean? But the bigger thing to me that I would really like to see is, I think grindable content in general, not just mode rewards, has to be much, much better than it was in season 2. In season 2, we got like the Dia de los Muertos event, which was good besides the Shay aspect of it, because he wasn't really grindable. And like a couple of hidden gem diamonds, the 192 plus this past week in Showdown this past weekend, and a couple of like Jalen Green, Julius Randle, Diamond Deluxe pack out of Triple Threat Park win streaks. Like a couple of half decent, mediocre, meh, but mostly pretty garbage content, I would say, for the most part this season. And there just was very little grindability whatsoever to the game mode, especially outside of those like main Showdown and Triple Threat Park grinds. And I just, that has to be better 100%. I think that's the most important thing, honestly, is that there is more attainable grindable content that isn't a ridiculous grind, like weekly consistent grindable content. They did a really bad job of it in season 2. Hopefully they do better in season 3. This, I will say this, we got a Thanksgiving event at some point likely coming up this weekend. We'll have Christmas content coming in the next month. If that stuff is bad, there really is no hope for this mode to ever come back, I don't think, at this point, at least like this year at all. I just don't think there's any hope for it. Even though like big holiday events, the stuff where generally there's a lot of decent, actually good grindable content that gets you back in the game, if they don't have that for Thanksgiving, Christmas, stuff like that, the game mode just probably is really shot until we get to May or June and they finally start trying to suck people in for next year's game, which is when they will finally start to actually give us good, rewarding content. But until then, like, it's going to be pretty garbage, I think, realistically, if those events aren't good. So hopefully those events are good. Hopefully there's more grindable content. Season 3 in the past has been an improvement upon season 2. I feel like it's going to be hard to not be an improvement upon season 2 in this game, because season 2 was a disaster. But those are the main things: grindable content outside of the 2 main modes, improving the 2 main modes and King of the Courts rewards in terms of how achievable they are and how good they are, the actual rewards are, and then improving pack odds. Those are the 3 main things to me that I think, will they happen? Probably not. Would they help the game a lot if they did happen? 100%. Hope y'all did enjoy the video. If you did, make sure you hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. I'll be back with more 2K content very, very soon. I appreciate y'all. Peace.